In a press statement on Friday, September 22, the Jawaharlal Nehru University Teachers Association sounded the alarm on the concerning state of affairs at one of India's premier institutions. Despite a change in leadership in February 2022, the university woes continue unabated since 2016. Key issues highlighted in the report including top-down governance model, flouting statutory norms in faculty recruitment, admission chaos due to outsourcing, and pending faculty promotions. The faculty members say they face repeated harassment and victimization. Critical academic expenditures have plumbed and proportion of women and research students has sharply declined. Let's have a look at the key points from the JNUTA's press conference.
See, this report is all about how the functioning of JNU has deteriorated from past 8-9 years when the Professor Mamidala came in 2017, and what happened after Professor Santisiri Pandit joined JNU in 2022. So we thought that there would be some substantial change, but nothing had happened. And the way the appointments are made, the recruitments are done, and people are waiting for last 7-10 years for their promotions. And they are very selective. Promotions are very selectively done. Which case will be taken, which case will not taken is not known. So people are waiting. This is one part of the report, and how intransparent the recruitment process has become. This is one part, and second part is how the decision-making process of JNU has been undermined. The democratic process of decision-making has been undermined because all meetings are conducted online, and in spite of people are in the university, they are not being physically called for the meeting. So you have a choice to give a time by muting and muting the mic. Even if you give a time and mute a mic, but you have an order in your hand that whenever you want, you can close the mic. But you have a idea to selectively give mic to somebody else. You open the unmute. So that also undermines the whole process of decision making, and the meetings are being conducted in 20-15 minutes time. So it's just in the decision-making body, it's a rubber stamp rather than a democratic process of discussion and debate where decisions are taken.
The process of granting of leave, the process of promotions, any such case, any matter that teachers have to take up, they are subject to all kinds of harassment, victimization. No one knows where the file is, where the application is going. People have to run up and down the administrative offices, spend long periods of time in that particular process, and you get so this kind of insensitivity has got built into the administration where there is no accountability. Applications of teachers for promotions submitted years, and journalist colleagues should know that an application for promotion or recruitment in the university is a book in itself. It's a big document. It takes a lot of time and effort to prepare it. They have been lost also, and there's no one to answer for that. Okay. So this the university has instituted an irregular leave committee. So any teacher applies for leave, that application goes first to this leave committee, and only on the basis of that recommendation will leave be granted or not granted. And in that committee, all kinds of absurd requirements are made of teachers just to harass them. Okay, that you provide this document, you provide that document, you provide this or that, all kinds of papers. So if someone is saying, I'm taking leave in order to work on the manuscript of a book, they say, you submit the contract from the publisher. But every publisher doesn't give you a contract before the manuscript is ready. But if you don't get the thing, then we will not be able to give you leave. So such kind of harassment and victimization of teachers is continuously happening.
And as I said, students are bypassed, teachers are not represented. We have a vacant position in the executive council amongst teachers that has not been, the elections have not been declared. So there's an overall process that, the chairpersons and dean, who are key members of these committees, they are the ones that are selectively chosen. The appointment of chairpersons are done by the executive council. There is a court order to that effect, but the university does not follow the court order. the Vice Chancellor nominates or uses her special powers to appoint a chairperson, and that gets ratified by the Executive Council, of course, without any discussion, without any elaboration of why a same person is being appointed a chairperson third time, why 17 other people are being excluded in the same center. No reasoning is provided, no questions are allowed, the decision is just implemented. So, I mean, the examples are shared in this section on governance and institutional autonomy of how many numbers of deans and how many chairpersons have been appointed. Also, in terms of the larger appointment process in the Executive Council, what Professor Lobial elaborated, when we used to discuss the appointment and selection in the Executive Council, the details used to come. 17 people appeared, there would be some background information, and the interview has already been held. But that is no longer shared.
The more serious concern is that NTA is determining our academic calendars. I will give you a small example of last week. The fresh entrants to the postgraduate courses began their class as per official notification on the 19th. Okay? 18th or the 19th, 18th being a Saturday, all right. But the same day we get an academic calendar which says that the MA classes began in August. All right. And these documents are there. These are being issued by the university administration. As a teacher, I feel that I'm cheating my country. I am cheating my students when I start a course in September and tell them that by December I have to wrap up your course. You have enrolled for an MA for 2 years MA and your first semester courses are for 2 months. This is not on.
द वायर के और वीडियोस देखने के लिए सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकन पर क्लिक करें। स्वतंत्र पत्रकारिता की आर्थिक मदद करने के लिए डिस्क्रिप्शन में दिए गए लिंक पर जाएं और अपनी राशि चुनें।